Good morning, YouTube. Today we got a beautiful build for today. It's something special. Today we're doing all whiteout build. And it's been quite some time since we've done one here on the channel. I think it's been a couple of weeks now. But today we're doing an RTX 4080 whiteout gaming X Trio build. And we love this card. We've got also beautiful white cables coming from GeForce and LinkUp. We've got the beautiful white MSI Z790 Edge board, and we're putting all in the NZXT H7 Flow. We have 7. That's right. We upgraded our customer to a 7th RGB rear fan. So we have 7 total FC120 fans going in the system. We got 3 on the rad, 3 on the front, and 1 on the rear. So we have 7 beautiful fans to create that beautiful whiteout aesthetic. Got the Deepcool LS cooler going there as well. Absolutely stunning system. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. What do you want to see us build next here? Join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/tints. We hope to see you soon. All right, how are we sounding this morning or this afternoon? I'm so used to saying good morning, but it's the afternoon. OG Stintsville hoodie. Yeah, this is the dude. This thing is like a. Oh my gosh. Dude, it's my 3X. It drowns me. When I get the box off the table, you'll see it drowns me. But it's really, I wear it usually for the gym or I'm just like lounging around. So today was kind of like a mixture of getting stuff done and ready for the trip this week. I was like, I'm just wearing something comfy. Something comfy. Yeah, look at this. It's huge. Yeah, it's big hoodies, comfy, you know? Let's go top down, guys, so we get started on this build. Yeah, beautiful motherboard, speed wedge Z790 Edge board. Let's get this started. Get the cellophane off here. First up, 1300K going down in the socket. We've got this CPU out. Let's open up this socket and see how we're looking here. No bed pins, looking great. Down and in we go. Down and in, looking good. Latch down. Next, we're gonna start working on our NVMe drive. Today's drive, 980 Pro, coming in from Samsung. There we go. This drive all opened up. 980 Pro, tried and true drive from Samsung, great drive. Get down and in, chat. There we go. Down and in. Installing 2 NVMe drives at the same time. I have different storage sizes, would be fine for boot. Yeah, you can put your primary drive, whatever your primary drive is gonna be for your boot drive, always put it here to the chipset supported socket, which is usually on the main, so usually your main NVMe slot. Then you can put your secondary drives anywhere on your board on the bottom here. Typically, you can look on your configurations for your board, see which is being used by the CPU or used by the chipset, things like that. Use the chipset to use it. Don't use the CPU lanes. You want to use either the PCIe or chipset lanes versus the CPU. So, so here, you want to use your primary slot here, your M.2, which is going to be CPU supported with your PCIe and SATA. So it's PCIe here. Versus SATA, and then down here you can see on the boards, it'll tell you which is being utilized. So, all right, next will be the standoffs. So if you're using a lot of drives, you want to spread them evenly, because if you do too much on your PCIe, you're going to be losing for your PCIe bus. If you do them all on your chipset and you have extra PCIe bus availability, you're wasting all that power off your CPU. So you want to spread that love evenly across the board. So the best thing is look at the board, the configurator. Usually on their websites will tell you based on what motherboard you have, how to address those secondary drives. It depends on the board you're using. Let's get our backplate on for Intel, our LGA 1700 backplate from Deepcool. It comes in here. These screws here. There we go, up and in we go. Let's get our screws. Next will be our Intel socket screws. All right, we will not need AMD today. We'll have our puck there for our cooler, go back in here as well. Let's take our other socket screws we aren't not using, our 1156 socket, as well as our 1151 into the bag to go. 4. There we go, all those are on, looking good. Next will be our RAM now that we have our standoffs in place. Today's RAM, 6800 megahertz of DDR5 coming in from TEAMGROUP. The beautiful Delta RGB. The beautiful Delta RAM to go on that beautiful Edge board. It looks so good side by side. Here, chat, beautiful Team Delta RGB. Down and in with our main stick. Our primary DIMM 1, our second DIMM. There we go, down and in, looking great. And we're gonna talk about the beautiful motherboard again one more time before we take the case out. Z790 Edge Wi-Fi board coming in from MSI. Down the socket, we have our 1300K coming in from Intel and our 13th gen Core i9 CPU. We have our standoffs in place here for the LGA 1700 supported Deepcool LS720 cooler in white. Absolutely beautiful cooler. Our primary NVMe drive slot here, we have a Samsung 980 Pro. And then to top it all off, our RAM, we have 6800 megahertz of DDR5, 32 gigs, that's a CL34 timing set. That beautiful TeamForce Delta RGB from TEAMGROUP. All right, let's slide this aside. Let's get the beautiful case out. You You guys see this on the channel quite a bit because it's one of the best cases of the year and of 2022. That is the NZXT H7 Flow. We have the non-RGB variant today because we're gonna put some of those Deepcool LS fans in the front. Take a look at this case. Beautiful NZXT H7. Looks so good in white too. Looks so good in white. Got the rear fan out. Get our screws in. We're gonna start working on the motherboard. Get some motherboard in. We'll start working on the front fans. Front fans will go to the rear fan. Then we'll go on to our power supply. So that being said, let's go top down. Here to put this motherboard in, and we go with the Z790 Edge Wi-Fi. It's absolutely beautiful in this case as well. There it is, chat. 7 fans is the max for this case, yes. All right, there we go. I'll give you a front close-up now. Got all these motherboard screws in. Such a great looking setup in this case. I always love the way the Edge looks in this case. I think it looks so clean, super sharp, as you can see there. Grab this fan out of here. We'll start working on these fans. Look at the fans in. We're gonna work on the front panel connections. Then we're gonna move on to the power supply and braided cables. The Deepcool FCs. Here are our 3 fans here for the front. There they are. All right, all the fans are aligned and connected. We're gonna get these screwed down and in. There we go, chat. All of our beautiful FC fans. Don't worry about the cables. We're gonna clean these up here in just a second. We can see our fan to the front. Let's run the cable down and through for our fans. All right. These are our beautiful front white RGB fans. You can see there. Beautiful Deepcool fans all installed. Guys, get our Type-C cable in and then our USB 3.0. Get these in before we move on to the braided cables. In we go with the Type-C. There we go, it's in. Next will be our USB 3.0. Or sorry, USB 3, and we go with the USB 3. There we go, that's all in. Let's get the braided cables out, chat. So today we're using GeForce Snow braided cables. And we have a link up 12-volt high power right angle cable, which is perfect for this case. Put these braided cables out first. We're gonna work on first. All right, so today for the braided cables, we're only gonna need our 24-pin main motherboard. We're gonna need our dual EPS. There's one, there's 2, and the other PCIe we're gonna throw in the box for the customer to keep. Those are theirs. Because we're not using that because we have a beautiful GPU. Get our warranty information into the box as well. Use this nice little tray here to hold all of our white snow cable combs. There we go, our 3 cable combs are in. Honestly, one of the most tedious parts of doing cable extensions is just the cable combs. Once you get them in and make them look good, it looks good. There we go. There's a nice, beautiful bend to the cable. Tuck this back and in. All in, good to go there. There's 1, 2. Up and over we go. Up and over we go, looking good, all right. Now that we have that in, we're gonna work on our rear fan. Actually, before we do a rear fan, we're gonna work on the cooler. Now that we have this done, we can start working on the cooler right away, chat. Do the power supply last, because then we have the braided cables in, and we don't have to worry about our fingers right now. We'll work on the cooler. So today we have the LS720. Just top mount this makes it a little cleaner, more airflow through the case, which does help with overall system thermals. There we go, all of our fans are in. I'm gonna put this up top, let it hang down, make sure all the air is out of it before you get ready to mount this. So what I'm gonna do is give you the rear cable management view. You can see what I'm working on over here. This is siding this side now. This is a bracket to mount the pump to the socket. All right, got 2 screws in, going to a third now. Plug in, work on the pump next. It's all mounted up. There we go, looking good. Before we get started on this, we're gonna run these cables up and over. These are our pump and our RGB. All right, pump cable's gonna go to the pump header. Next, we're gonna get the rear fan in. You're gonna laugh, but the rear fan just reconnects to the RGB here. We just get 1 screw up in here to hold it in place. Start holding this rad in place. So this one has pre-applied thermal pad. Since these are really new coolers, the thermal pad's pre-applied is pretty much brand new. Nice and plenty of thermal paste on there. That's good thermal paste that Deepcool uses. Like a stock LS will easily cool a 1300K. So the thermal paste is on is really good. I mean, you can go and replace like a high-end one if you really wanted to, but the thermal pad's on there. It's really good. So, all right, guys, maybe a front close-up now that we have the rad up in. Looking good. Rear fan is in and now as well. All of our fans are connected. All of our RGB is connected. We have to work on the power supply next. 1000 watt MSI power supply today. And actually with 1000 watt, I grabbed the 850. Guys, let me grab the right power supply. Sheesh.
Got the beautiful A1000G, so the 850G. 850G is good for like a 13.6 and 4780 Ti, 4080 Ti, or sorry, 4080. With the A1000 is great for like a 4080 and a 13.9. Plenty of power there. You can even run a 4090 on it if you wanted to. With all the RGB and everything that's going on today, the A1000G is perfect for today's system. Probably could sneak away with an 850 on this one, but we have a 1000 watt today. All right, so today we'll need our 24-pin main because we have a cable extension there. We'll need CPU, need a SATA, we'll need another CPU, and that's it. The 12-volt high power cable we'll be using as a link-up cable, so that's right to it. So all the other cables and power cable will go in the motherboard box into the pouch. All right, now we have this set up. We will connect the 12-volt high power supply, get the power supply in, run these cables, and then we'll get the GPU out next, chat. All the connections in the back are done. There we go, chat. Oh. Next, we have to just do our GPU. Let's get our beautiful 4080 Gaming X Trio out. That's a thunker too, chat. We got a big thunk today. There she is, beautiful 4080 Gaming X Trio in white from MSI. Absolutely beautiful card. All right, take off these 3 slot covers we don't need. Into the motherboard box to go. And we go with the GPU. We're gonna pause the music just so you can hear this beautiful thunk of this monstrous card going in. Here we go. 3, 2, oh wait, hold on, get it lined up right. There we go, 3, 2, 1, and we go with the thunk. There it is, chat. Sheesh. There we go, looking great. Let's get this cable up and in now. Here we go. A nice right angle adapter too, looking great. There it is, nice clip. There it is, chat. There she is, all done. You guys ready to light it up?
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come on over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.